The Pittsburgh Steelers offseason has been filled with bold moves, questions, and a fair share of controversy, especially surrounding their new quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. One of the most outspoken critics? None other than Steelers legend Terry Bradshaw. But now, Rodgers is firing back. What's really going on between these two icons? Stay tuned, because this one's got drama, respect, and maybe a little bark chewing too. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a hot take on all things NFL. Alright, let's get into it. Terry Bradshaw, a name synonymous with Steelers greatness, didn't hold back this offseason when the Steelers decided to bring Aaron Rodgers in as their starting quarterback. Bradshaw, a four-time Super Bowl champ and a Hall of Famer, publicly slammed the move, calling it a joke. Instead of backing Rodgers, Bradshaw threw his full support behind the Steelers' young quarterback Kenny Pickett, who the franchise hopes will be their long-term answer under center. Now, Rodgers, who's no stranger to the spotlight or criticism, has responded with a measured but clear message. Appearing on NFL Network, Rodgers acknowledged Bradshaw's legendary status, but made it clear that Bradshaw, and many others, don't really know the man behind the helmet anymore. "I've known Terry for a long time, being a part of Fox," Rodgers said. "Terry's a legend. He's an absolute legend. He won 4 Super Bowls. He's had a legendary career in the media. But Terry, like a lot of people, doesn't know me." Rodgers continued, pointing out that Bradshaw's opinion seems to be based on surface-level perceptions. The highlights, the documentary, his well-publicized spiritual practices, and other off-the-field activities. "He's got an idea of what he thinks about me based on what I've done, the documentary, what I've said, Darkness Retreat, whatever the hell you want to talk about." For the Steelers, the quarterback position has been a roller coaster since Ben Roethlisberger retired. The franchise has been searching for stability and leadership to carry the torch. Kenny Pickett showed promise as a rookie, but the front office decided to bring in Rodgers, an aging but still capable veteran, as a bridge to the future. The move was a gamble. Rodgers is not expected to be the Steelers' long-term quarterback given his age and recent performance dip, but Pittsburgh hopes he can at least elevate their offense and buy time for Pickett to develop. Rodgers' arrival is about more than just stats. It's about leadership, experience, and bringing some much-needed credibility to an offense that has struggled to find consistency. Last season, the Steelers ranked 27th in passing offense, a drop from previous years and a clear sign they need help under center. Despite Bradshaw's harsh words, Rodgers showed nothing but respect for the Steelers legend and the history he helped build. "I'd love to get to know Terry on a deeper level, and I feel like if he gave me a chance to get to know him, then we'd have a good friendship," Rodgers said. He highlighted the importance of the legacy the greats like Bradshaw laid down, allowing current players to compete at the highest level and be compensated like kings. "For me, I have nothing but the utmost amount of respect and deference for what the greats have done. They laid the foundation for us to be able to play in this great game, to be paid like kings, and to carry on the tradition of excellence." That's a mature and grounded perspective from Rodgers, a man who knows the weight of legacy and the spotlight, even if critics don't fully understand his approach. Bradshaw didn't just criticize Rodgers' play. He took shots at Rodgers' off-season routines, which have included some unusual and non-traditional spiritual practices. "That guy needs to stay in California," Bradshaw said. "Go somewhere and chew on bark and whisper to the gods out there." It's a harsh jab at Rodgers' reported affinity for things like darkness retreats and meditation, which Rodgers has publicly talked about as part of his mental and physical health regimen. Rodgers didn't let that one slide either. He fired back with a bit of humor and openness. "I'd love to get to know Terry on a deeper level if he's open to it," Rodgers said. "Maybe we can go chew some bark or whatever the hell he's talking about together." A playful response, but one that also highlights Rodgers' willingness to engage beyond the headlines and the criticism. If Rodgers can lift the Steelers' offense this season, much of the offseason criticism, including from Bradshaw, could fade quickly. The team's passing game has been ranked near the bottom of the league for the past several years. And adding a quarterback with Rodgers' pedigree could be a game-changer. The Steelers desperately need a spark. Last year's 27th place finish in passing offense is unacceptable for a franchise with Super Bowl aspirations. Rodgers has the talent, the experience, and the competitive fire to at least stabilize the position and push the team forward. For Rodgers, it's about proving that he can still perform at a high level and contribute meaningfully to a storied franchise. For Bradshaw and other critics, the proof will be on the field, not just in sound bites or documentaries. So, what do you think? Will Aaron Rodgers silence the critics and lead the Steelers back to glory? Or is this just another chapter in a complicated quarterback saga? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with your fellow NFL fans. Stay tuned for all the latest updates right here. Thanks for watching.